I made a move without a sound. If you never heard about me, then you finna know me now. And believe it's going down. And believe it's going down. I made a move without a sound. You see lyrics as my weapons. I'ma spit a couple rounds.
Yo, 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 check it out, fam. What up? What up, fam? I just got one question. Did you miss me? Did you miss me yet? Because I'm back in the flesh. KG from Top Prize Podcast, man. Let's get right into it. It's been a month since my Corliss Trojans, man. We showed up when we showed out at our all class picnic. Primarily, class of '07. Class of '07 went crazy. You know, they talked trash about us last year, because a lot of people didn't show up. And they talk about how our class picture looked like it was a selfie. But guess what? We came and we rocked that motherfucker out this year in full effect. Because we wasn't there, that shit would have been weak as hell. Weak. And that's real shit. That's real shit. That shit would have been trash if we didn't show up. But it was good to see people I ain't seen in almost 15 years, man. It was very good to see them. And just being in that environment was one of the best things I could honestly say that I was able to put myself back into, because it was like not seeing a lot of y'all. And hold on, I'm trying not to get emotional, man. Just being real, man, because being around y'all made me feel great. Seeing y'all doing good, looking good, feeling good, and just knowing that all of y'all are, even though we all have our struggles, y'all still are keeping it pushing. And I really like that, man. I love it. I love it more than anything. I love it more than anything. And one thing I can honestly say, man, I'm proud to be a Corliss Trojan. And you know, if fans are bust about it, I'm proud of it. But what we're gonna talk about today, of course, Top Prize Entertainment. We're gonna give you an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna tell you what grinds my gears, and I'm also gonna lead into a fam tweaking. Because motherfuckers be out here tweaking. I'm talking about really tweaking. But one thing I can honestly say is that I saw, I watch a lot of y'all on social media and things like that. I watch a lot of y'all. And one thing I really love is that no matter how much they talk about, you know, black fathers in the inner cities, one thing I can honestly say, a lot of my Corliss Trojans are great fucking fathers. A lot of them. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, especially the ones that I know, they're great fucking fathers. I can name them all down, but it's just too many to count. But I can tell you right now, a lot of them are great fathers. And for us to come from the inner city, and a lot of us to not have our fathers in our life, for y'all, for me, and you all to really be in y'all kids' life, paving the way for them to try to make sure that they don't make the same mistakes that we made. I commend each and every one of y'all, and that's real. That's real shit. That's real shit. I love it. Keep doing what y'all doing, because as fathers, I say it all the time, we are very needed. We are needed. Most definitely needed. But unpopular opinion, man, about the picnic. Don't get mad when you have opportunities to come out and have memories and you choose not to. I'm going to say it again. Don't get mad when you have opportunities to come out and make memories, but choose not to. Because I saw a lot of y'all that was reposting videos that didn't come to the picnic on Facebook and Instagram from other people. No, you should have brought your ass. You should have came in and mingled with everybody. But you always have those people like, who gonna be there? Oh, I don't mess with these people. I don't do that. I don't do this. I don't want to waste my time doing this and this and this. That's garbage. That's garbage, man. We grown. We are all grown. You know, we pushing 40 and above, whether we like it or not. If you graduated in '07, you're 36, 37 right now. We pushing 40 and above. All that other stuff that we had going on, man, let's let that shit die, man. Let it die. It's time for us to mature, get older. You know, these reunions is for us to be able to come back, and just share what we've learned and share how we've grown and matured over these years. You have some people who come back and try to stun on people and all this other shit. You have those people, and they're gonna be there whether we like it or not, unfortunately. But you never know what type of opportunity that oh, I can't. I'm sorry. You never know what type of opportunity that can come forward by you going to these events. You know, you never know who has a business that they have going. They have. You don't know who might have some form of information that can probably help you. It's about networking. It's about networking. To me, that's what I feel like a reunion is about. It's about networking. And you don't know who is doing what that might can benefit you. So you see corporate, everybody who knows corporate, he comes out there and he goes with his class. If you do photography, you do videography, he does videos. Why don't you come in, mingle? Like I said, I haven't seen him at any of the picnics personally, so I don't know what type of person and things like that he's been over the past few years since we've all graduated high school. He was always a cool dude when we was in school. I just haven't been around him since we've been out of school, so I don't know what type of um, person he is now, and if he's cool, talking to you and giving you any form of information. But you would never know if you don't show up. You could be an actress or an actor. He might be able to put you on. He might put you on some of his stuff or what he got going on. You never know. You know, you might be an up and coming DJ. There's multiple DJs that come out there. You never know what type of avenue you can tap in and network with them. You don't know. It could be doctors, lawyers, all kinds of opportunities that people have that can be beneficial to you. But if you don't come, then hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad. You be sitting there on top. Dang, I wish I could have came. I bet you did. I bet you did. Because you never know what opportunities might be awarded to you if you just show up. You never know. You know, I'm a podcaster. I didn't see too many people that was out there doing podcasting or anything like that, but it was worth coming to see. You never know. I could have networked. Like I said, I didn't run into corporate. Maybe I could have. If I did run into him and I would have saw him, I would like, hey, I got a podcast. Is there any way you can just check me out, give me your honest opinion, something. But I didn't run into him, so I can't speak for that because I was trying to have fun with my class of '07. Man, we was out there getting it in. We brought that mechanical bull. We brought everything out, man. My man's and he that came in with like fucking 40 pre-rolls thrown on the table. We had like 50 shots on the damn table. I was like, man, y'all trying to get toe off, bro. Early. I was toe off early. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was toe off early. Honestly, and that's what I can honestly say it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. But again, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Stop sharing other people's memories because they're not yours. So a year from now, I don't want to see someone else's memories on your timeline because you could have brought your ass out and came. I don't want to hear it. It's really no excuse unless you have a legitimate excuse. And what I mean by a legitimate excuse, you couldn't get the day off from work, or emergency, hospital, things like that, any form of an emergency. But if you were sitting your ass at home waiting to see who the hell was gonna all be out there that you might know or you might want to kick it with and all this other shit, you could have kept that. You could kept that. And that's why rolling into this next subject would be
Man, fuck what you talking about. Fam tweaking.
fam tweaking. Fam tweaking. Anybody who did not show up to the all class picnic, I nominate you for fam tweaking unless you had a legit reason. We don't want to hear all my kid. I couldn't find nobody to bring my kids. People had their kids out there. It was a park over there. They could have went, played, did a lot of stuff. If you did not show and you didn't have a legitimate reason not to show, I nominate you for fam tweaking because you missed out on a good time. It was a time. I don't care what you might think or feel about certain people. It was a great time, and I enjoyed it. You had motherfuckers out there, out there toe off. Like I said, I haven't seen people in 10, 15 years. And we sitting down, we having conversations. It's just like we talk every day. I was able to introduce my wife to a lot of my friends. Well, a lot of my friends, I could still, even though like I said we haven't talked in like 10 to 15 years, I can still say y'all my friends. I fucks with y'all. The group chat be going up, you know what I'm saying? I really fucks with y'all, man, heavy. And it's like I always make sure that even though I don't reach out and things like that, I still watch y'all via social media, man, and I'll be proud and happy to see a lot of things that y'all be doing. Like I be seeing some of y'all, man, y'all be fucking y'all lives up, and it'd be like, damn, I wish I could come in and help and anything that I could do, but it's just like at the end of the day, we all grown, we have to figure some things out. But if there's ever an opportunity that I might have, of course, I'm gonna shoot in your inbox with an opportunity for you. It's up to you whether you take it or not. But I've seen a lot of growth in a lot of my classmates. A lot of them they're not in jail. They're not, what I'm saying, out there robbing, stealing, killing. They all actually got trades. Someone got degrees. I see a lot of them traveling all the damn time, and I be like, man, y'all don't understand how good that makes me feel seeing that y'all are out there enjoying y'all lives the way y'all worked hard to do so. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy my life. I enjoy my life to the fullest. And for me to be able to see that y'all are out there enjoying your lives as well, that makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good. And to see that y'all out there, y'all taking care of your kids and y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all got a place to stay, y'all got food, y'all don't have to sit here and constantly go out there and live on some GoFundMe type shit or what I'm saying, try to buck the system and all this other shit. Now it is some of us living in low income, but my thing is by all means, if you live in low income, it is what it is. You still have a place to stay. You still have a place to stay. You still have options to make sure that you put food on your table. You still provide. But at the end of the day, you still pushing. You still pushing. So I'm not gonna look down on you. Cause I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I'm doing way better than you or anything like that, or I'm above you. None of that. We living, we surviving, and we raising our kids to be better than us at the end of the day. But back to the topic at hand. If you did not bring your ass to the picnic, you have been nominated for fam tweaking. And I want to see your ass next year. Because I'm gonna definitely be on everybody ass who didn't come. I'm gonna be on their ass for next year. Because I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody. Because like I said, we gotta leave like like I said, we pushing 40. All of that back and forth shit that went on when we was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We gotta let a lot of that shit go. We gotta let it go. Because what grinds my gears It's when motherfuckers who want to start shit, they try to ruffle the feathers and fuck up the events. Like that grinds my gears, and it's like I legit hate that shit. Because right before we had the picnic, you had motherfuckers going back and forth on social media, talking shit, yapping like they was gonna do some shit. When we all knew when nobody gonna do no shit. We all knew when nobody gonna do nothing. But my thing is, why do all of that shit? Now, if you have like recent beef with a motherfucker, y'all fought or y'all fucking each other man or you fucking each other lady and all this other shit, then I understand. Yes, pull back, don't come, because we don't want no extra bullshit going on at the picnic, because we want to make sure everybody having a good time. It's kids out there, you know what I'm saying? There's women and children. Like you. Then I was like, yeah, go ahead and pull back. Go ahead and pull back, because then that right there, we don't want none of that happening. Because we've seen a quite a few all class reunions get shot up, fights, all kinds of shit. And if that's the type of person that you are, then yeah, you stay away. You stay away. Have your Twitter fingers, your social media fingers, you do all that. Just stay away, because we don't want none of that negative and bad juju going on at the all class picnic. We don't. Because we here to have fun. We here to create memories. We here to, like I say, network. We ain't seen each other in 10, 15 years. One thing I want to do is hark back over some shit we did when we was 14. Like, don't nobody want to do that. We grown, man. We all grown. But one thing I can honestly say is that Corliss, we came together, man. We made a strong statement. With all the negativity that's been going on with all these other picnics at other schools, we made a strong statement and we stayed pat and we stayed together and we rocked it out. It was no bullshit, no animosity. I seen motherfuckers who legit had full blown fist fights and brawls standing in the same vicinity talking to each other like that shit ain't never happened. That's growth and development. That's growth and development. And I love it, man. And I can't wait for next year. I can't wait for next year. So we can continue to do that. So we can continue to build and build and build and build. It's just like we never know what we can do when we all come together. Because I was disappointed that we couldn't get our class reunion, '07. We couldn't get our class reunion together. I was very disappointed with that. And after everybody clowned us on last year about '07 not showing up really like that, they clowned us in a major way. We came together quick and we showed up and we showed the fuck out. And I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. And also, you motherfuckers who showed up real late when motherfuckers was leaving, y'all nominated for fam tweaking too. Hold on, matter of fact, let me put y'all on that right now.
And fuck what you talking about. Fam tweaking.
All you motherfuckers that didn't come, and all you motherfuckers that showed up extra late. Next year, y'all better be on time. Be on time. Because, like I said, it's all about the memories, man. It's all about the memories. It's all about the memories. And we came, I'm talking about '07. They talked all that shit, but '07 came through, man. We brought that mechanical bull out. Everybody was getting it cracking on that joker. You know what I'm saying? We had the good food. I think we had the best food. I don't care what nobody say. We had the best food. I went around and sampled, you know what I'm saying, from other little tents, man. They shit wasn't hitting like our food. You feel me? And to see, how everybody is still kicking it, man. It's still kicking it, man. And it's just like, man, It was a beautiful feeling. Because then it's like I'm talking to people. Hey, I travel. I do. This is how I get flights for the low, and we can do this. So I do it this way, or if this don't work, I do it that way. I gained a lot of knowledge. I gained a lot of knowledge from a lot of people, as far as like how to do like video content, how to travel and things like that. And that's why, like I said, it's always important to come to stuff like this because you never know who can help you in a situation where you're trying to prevail in. You never know. You never know. But y'all niggas, y'all motherfucking class of '07, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You a bunch of Don Julio drinking motherfuckers, man. And I'm not fucking with y'all next year. I'm being honest. I'm not fucking with y'all next year. I'm gonna stick to what I said I was gonna do because y'all had me fucked up and fucked up early. And I'm not a Don Julio. I'm a whiskey drinker. I have my own drink, but because of y'all, I decided to mix drinks for the first time, and that was the worst decision I could have made. The fucking worst. I don't drink light liquor. I don't. But because of y'all, I did. I did. And I was drunk than a month. I was told off. I was told off. I done went through my whole bottle myself. And then like every time a person walked up, y'all told, oh, we gotta take another shot. I'm like, no, no, I'm finna run from y'all ass. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do another one. But here my ass go. Fuck it. It is what it is. We out here. We out here. In certain situations, man, you just have to go with the flow. And that was the day I went with the flow. And I'm glad that I did because I enjoyed myself. I really did. And yeah, I'm glad I came. I'm really glad I came. I normally come to the picnics, but my class never shows up. So I'm always out there with the old heads and with them old heads, man, they be playing a lot of that old music. Sometimes I be want to kick up the tempo, you know. But I decided not to go. 1 year. 1 year I decided not to go. And that's when my class decided they wanted to come in and do and indulge in the picnic. And I was like, you motherfuckers. 'Cause I definitely would have came and showed up and showed out the year before too. But y'all clowned us that one time. Y'all ain't gonna clown us again. We definitely gonna be out there every year. We gonna be out there getting busy. And we're gonna make it better and better. It's gonna keep making it better and better. But for copyright issues, I couldn't use a lot of music. So I'm about to do a quick recap of everything that all the pictures and stuff that I took for the picnic. But for copyrights issues, I couldn't pick a lot of music. So I chose the one thing that I know I could choose, and that's our marching band. Check it out. Yeah, man. Yeah. One thing I can honestly say when we was at Corliss, man, look, we had the best marching band in the land. Man, couldn't nobody fuck with the Corliss Trojan band. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah. We was going down to Mardi Gras coming back with trophies. That's how bad Corliss band was, man. And one thing I can honestly say, man, is just like that life of being on 103rd could either could go multiple ways. It could either be the best time of your life or it can be a terror. I can honestly say that I had the best time of my life. You know what I'm saying? Being on 103rd because man, I respected everybody. I had respect from everybody. You know, I wasn't there to get in nobody else's business or bullshit around. You know what I'm saying? I was always that guy. You needed advice, I'm here for you. You needed somebody to help you out with anything, I'm here for you. You know, so I had the time of my life on 103rd. But a lot of people they can't share that same sentiment. You know, I've seen a lot of people get jumped, get their ass beat. Like I've seen shootouts. I done seen, a lot of stuff. You know, people getting chased, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've seen a lot on 103rd. And one memory, you know what I'm saying, that I take with me to this day was that man, my sister, she used to work at KFC. Man, I'm walking up to my sister's job and all I'm seeing is a gang of motherfuckers coming up the hill. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Like, man, only time we see a gang of motherfuckers like this walking up the hill, that means some shit finna happen. So then motherfuckers like, hey, bro, hey, we up the hill, man. We finna get ready to J down on some motherfucking Julian niggas and motherfuckers niggas that come out that bus come from Harlem. We finna beat their ass. I'm like, y'all ass on dummy out here, boy. Out here tweaking, boy. But I knew it was some whole shit that happened on the 103rd. This was I would say like a few days or a week prior to this happening. So it was time for revenge. So my fat ass coming out. I had my big ass box of barbecue chicken wings. This is when KFC had the barbecue chicken joints. My fat ass out there, man. Shit, we going up the hill. Motherfuckers trying to help me eat my food. I'm like, man, what the fuck on, man? Y'all ain't put on for this. By the time we got up the hill, man, it was motherfuckers getting off that 103 coming from Julian, a gang of motherfuckers. Then it was motherfuckers coming off that 34, that 119 coming from Harlan. I'm talking about deep. Man, it was a big ass brawl right there on the 103rd, man. That was one of the craziest things I've seen up close and personal at that time. Big ass brawl. I'm talking about middle of the street, just getting it in. I was like, wow, this is when they told me the Battle of 103rd was crazy. It was crazy, and that was my freshman year. Yeah, that was freshman year. That was the only time I used to walk up the hill. But that right there showed me. I was like, man, look, you got to be tough over here. You got to be tough because you down here and you being soft, man. 103rd will eat your ass alive. You get caught on 103rd and Cottage Grove, King Drive, Michigan, State Street, Wentworth, and going down towards Halsted, you get caught on any one of those streets going down 103rd. If you don't know nobody, oh man, 9 times out of 10, you about to have to get it cracking. You don't have no choice. You're not gonna have a choice because the motherfucker gonna try you, especially if they don't know you. So you have to be tough. You have to be tough, and I learned that quick just by seeing that. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Motherfuckers out here going nuts, but had to get tough. And it's like it made me look at life in a much more serious way. Because when you watching the news and you seeing how motherfuckers out here dying and shit, and it's just like damn, a lot of shit could have been prevented. But then it's like when you actually are in shit like that, it's a lot of things that just can't be. It's just outside of your control. So it's like it's either you're gonna do one or two things. Either you're gonna adapt to your environment, or your environment is gonna eat you alive. And unfortunately, I had to learn how to be a doggy dog in this world, especially being over there. Had to be a doggy dog. And that type of mentality is what helped me grow into being the man that I am today. Because it's just like, even in my work field, if you don't stand up and fight for what you want, then you won't get nothing. And I'm a firm believer in closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths do not get fed. And I'm a firm believer in that. So that's one of the things I can say that I learned by being on 103rd is how to be a dog. Even though I grew up on 119th and 119th, 115th, 112th, and Michigan and State, you know what I'm saying? I've been around. So I used to kick it on 121st in Lafayette, you know what I'm saying? these are all wild spots, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, but being on 103rd was a little bit different. It was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I can walk down Michigan all day by myself and I don't have any issues. I can walk down State Street by myself around my way. Didn't have any issues. When you get caught walking up 103rd by yourself, it's gonna be a problem. It's going to be a problem if you don't know anybody. So that's what I mean by, I had to learn how to be a dog, man. I had to learn how to be a dog, had to learn how to network, how to learn how to, have people, learn how to get people to have my back and stuff like that. So it was like I had to learn how to talk to people. That was one of my biggest issues walking into high school. I didn't know how to talk to people. And it was like I didn't know how to make like real friends and things like that. Like if you wasn't talking to me, I pretty much wasn't talking to you. So it's just like making friends was a very difficult thing for me. I had a couple friends coming out of grammar school, but we didn't go to the same high school. So it was like I had to learn all new people. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, I see clicks over here, it's clicks over there. Okay, gangs over here, gangs over there. Okay, so if I get into it 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get jumped by them. I'm gonna get jumped by them. Ain't no more one on ones. So I'm like, fuck it. All right. So I got the linking with people. We cool. Good thing that my group haven't had to really get into a, a fisticuff with nobody. But hey, when you have to get down, that's cool. And I'm happy to say that I didn't have to really go overboard and have to bring my brothers involved, go get a couple of my niggas from another spot or bring guns, anything involved. I'm happy to say that I didn't have to do that my whole tenure at Corliss. So I'm happy for that. I'm definitely happy for that. And it's just like the abundance of memories that I had at Corliss is it's crazy. I had a lot of memories, man. Well, nah, I ain't even finna get into that. I ain't even gonna get into that. But one memory that a couple of people flip and bags, man, they always bring up is when we was at the hostel. And it's funny because I put this on Facebook a, a little while ago, and then Rashina, she posted, yeah, when we was at the hostel, and that was fun, man. That was a time in my life where I was an alcoholic. I'm not gonna say and stunning, man. I went to school drunk every day around that time, and I always had me a drink on me, and everybody knew if anybody had it, it was me. And if I was gonna figure out a way to sneak in a bottle into this hostel, it was going to be me, and I most definitely did. I snuck in too. So we was around. I had one in that bitch lit. So the circumstance around this story is we all we had this we was in economics and we had this thing called community swap or something like that. So we went to another school called Kelly. I want to say that's in the Mexican neighborhood, and they was telling us about their culture and stuff like that. And they came to our school, and we was telling them about our culture, and we was trying to culture build. So before that even happened, I was telling my man Flip, I was like, bro, I'm gonna have that bottle on me, bro. And he was like, bro, your ass ain't finna do that. Thought I was bullshitting. So we get on the bus and we wind up going to, I want to say some museum or something. And I was like, hey bro, come out. Hit him with that. I was like, what I tell you, I got that shit on me, bro. This nigga like, bro, your ass really, bro? Yeah, man. I told you it was going to happen, bro. It was going to happen. So then, we wind up, we get into the hostel. Man, shit, we pulling up. We in that bitch. We zooted. I'm talking about zooted in that bitch. Toe off. Motherfuckers, motherfuckers got the tweaking and shit, man. It was pissing me off because I was like, man, I'm hoping and praying that motherfuckers don't be in this bitch getting us caught because motherfuckers in that bitch tweaking. But come to find out, motherfucker was getting some pussy in that motherfucker, all kinds of shit. And then I dipped off on their ass with one of the little Hispanic little bitches. I'm sorry, let me not call her no bitch. I don't know who. I don't even remember Shorty name, but if you ever come across this video, I'm pretty sure you're gonna recognize my face. But Shorty had to get it primarily because she knew that I had the bottle, and I didn't want her to tell on me because she was gonna tell. So I was like, "Fuck it." I went, had a couple drinks with Shorty. She got lit. Had to towel off one time for the fun time, and then went back over there with the crew and them. It was so much fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had so much fun at that hostel, even though I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, and I was a very bad influence at that time. But I wish we would. I was begging for us to do it again the next year, but unfortunately, they didn't invite us back. So it is what it is. We was definitely gonna tee up one more time for the fun time because my man's Flip and there was a few other people that couldn't come for some reason. I don't remember what the reason was, but if we would have did it again, they definitely would have came the next time, and it was going to be epic on epic proportions. Trust me, trust me. But those were the type of memories that I cherish the most because it was like, man, I was around my dogs, man. And it was like they didn't judge me. Like they knew what I was on. They knew that, what I'm saying, I was damn near drunk every day. They could have been, bro, your ass tweaking, man. It's time for us to graduate and you out here fucking up and not coming to school every other day and or coming to school late, you know what I'm saying? They could have really dug into me, you know what I'm saying? But they allowed me to be me. They allowed me to be me. I still wind up graduating. Boom, no problem. Finance Academy, National Honor Society. Top 10 in my class. Shit, I could have been fighting for valedictorian if I would have took, you know what I'm saying, everything a lot more serious, like I was in the beginning of my high school years. But needless to say, I enjoyed every single moment of my high school life. I did. And everybody who was a part of it, I really am thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that was a part of my high school journey. I wish I could have done more to stay in contact with a lot of y'all. I wish I would have done that. But we here now. We here now and we can only go from here. So I'm looking forward to really seeing y'all more now that we all connected and we have a group chat. We can actually build those bonds that we should have already continued to build once we left. But life happens. Life happens. Shit happens. And we can only move forward from here. So we up. We got everything. We good. So let's move forward from here. And that's all I have for you today on Top Prize Podcast. I want to say I'm grateful that class of '07 finally has stepped up, took the initiative, and let's come out and have fun. And let's continue this tradition, just like all these other classes. But until then, I'ma holler at y'all next year. Hopefully, we link up more before then, but I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next year. And that's all we have for Top Prize Podcast.
I made a move without a sound. If you never heard about me, then you finna